Hey, it's French Student here, and today I'm going to showcase a pretty simple setup of how we can use Java to hash some very simple values or passwords in some kind of system with all the different kind of hashing methods I have right here. So MD2, MD5, and a lot of SHA different ones. So what I am using is something called a MessageDigest, which is part of the java.security library. And it allows us to very simply create a MessageDigest object, which takes an instance, and then based off the specified hashing method, we're able to very easily hash a byte array. So this method just very simply takes in a string input. Then we create our MessageDigest based, in this case, I'll be using MD5. I'm then very quickly able to turn my message into this hashed byte array by using MD.digest and then taking my input and turning it into bytes, which get bytes also returns a byte array. So take input of a byte array of my string and then it hashes it based off my defined method, in this case MD5 algorithm. And I then first change my byte array into a big integer, so big integer number, and then I turn the integer number into a string based on hex code, which allows me, if I just created a encryptor object, I then have a password, monkey123. I then would like to print the encrypted version of my password. And in this case, we would get the string, which definitely looks very encrypted. And all these basic hashing method are one way, which means if, let's create a very simple program. So now we have this is the hashed version of monkey123, which I will just save in a string. So hashed password. And I would then simply get input from the user. So I create a scanner equal new scanner taking the system dot n, which would be my input in the console. I would then take a string, let's say user input, to be our scanner dot next line. Maybe print some little screen first, so it go, hey, please input your password. I could spell. There we go. And let's do a new line. Then I would input my password. And then it would simply just do a check if my password encrypted. So if encryptor dot encrypt string taking the user input dot equals the hashed password, I would simply print correct. You are in. Otherwise, I would print wrong. So let's have a go. So I get this simple message, hey, please input your password. I would then input my password, which, as mentioned before, is going to be monkey123. It is then going to check if monkey123 hashed equals to the hashed password. In this case, it does. And then we get correct you're in. Let's just try running it again. So let's say if we input something random, we get wrong because this value hashed is not equal to this value. So this is how I am pretty easily able to use these basic hashing methods using MessageDigest in Java. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I wish you all a wonderful day.